Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Shout out Key Glock there. Let's freaking go. What up, Trevor? How we doing?
Not bad. Another usual shitty day for me, but the hoops have been fun. They've been fun today. Some great games.
Yeah, hoops have been fun for sure. Yeah, I mean, not my best day. I'm sitting at 17 and 16 currently with two bets left. I got Washington plus 13 and a half, Cal plus 12. So kind of a maybe break even day or a lose to juice type of day. Shout out B Customs in the chat. She'll be chirping me for losing to juice tonight, but um, no sweat at all. Still up 47 units on the year. Not a big losing day. We haven't had a huge losing day. And I had another bad start, but another fire end of the night. I guess tail my night slate over the morning slates. But yeah, Trevor, great night of hoops, to say the least. Outside of that, and I was pretty busy at work. I was traveling today, all over kind of the place, so didn't get to see as many. I didn't get to as many eyes on the game that I wanted to, and as I normally do tonight.
Yeah, I had the YouTube quad box going, so watched some of the power conference games, and then sitting 4-5. I took BYU's team total over. That's fucking deader than dead. And then Michigan 12.5. So come on, Wolverines.
We're
Fuck it.
battling there, so I mean, I need one of these to go through. If Michigan or Cal goes through, then it'll be a profitable day for me. If both of them lose, then I'm losing just like a half unit on the day. So for 35 bets, losing a half unit as the worst result of the day, I'll take it. But we're very close to 50 units. Don't worry. By the end of the next week, we'll get to 50 units. Have not had a losing day this week, or not losing day. I've definitely had losing days. I have not had a losing week this year, to say the least. Fire, fire, fire. Even through some tough results, we're battling back, or losing our load in the early half of the week. It's still been a winning, profitable day and week. Every single week this season have been profitable. So keep the ball rolling here. Shout out to Pump Fake Pod in the chat. We appreciate you. Trevor's rocking and rolling here. Kind of a little later start for us. Thanks for everyone letting me kind of get my travel in here. Trevor, appreciate you, and your virtuous patience there, because appreciate it, to say the least.
No problem. No problem.
I was
Not
the
a
one that's
problem.
lagging for sure.
Not a problem at all. Um,
But yeah,
yeah,
I mean, there are some fire games though. I mean, we can kind of run through it very quickly, but Iowa covered against Purdue, Richmond lay it, easy money. High Point, I don't know what I was thinking. The better team versus the Spot, but the Spot was definitely went through it for sure. Some great games overall. I mean, let's talk about Kentucky. Whoa, I didn't bet Kentucky, but let's talk about it. Christian Leitner,
yeah.
Christian frickin' Leitner. Talk about reversing the jinx against Duke, Kentucky, with Christian Leitner. Absolute pass to Moreno. That was fire. One catch for him to have the presence of mind to come down with it, turn around, and throw it up. That was a great play by Moreno, and a fire buzzer beater for the night as well.
Yeah, that was good. Boopy Miller hit a huge heave for SMU to win, but man, LSU up 23, blow that game. Um, that's pretty tough, and that's not even like the craziest comeback of the day either. I'm sorry, they were down 18. La Tech was down 20, came back to win, and then Drake was down 17, came back to win too. So some pretty crazy comebacks tonight. Brutal beats for if you're on the other side of those, but team's fighting.
Yeah, teams fighting for sure. Arkansas dominates South Carolina. Stanford, UNC overhits. Pepperdine, shout out Zoe 101, gets it done outright. UCLA on the road. Northwestern doesn't cover. Our poor friend Elliott over there doesn't get Kansas State as well. Unfortunately, they lost outright. North Dakota State laid it. Easy bet. Temple covered against Memphis. Southern Illinois blew it at home. Wyoming got their ass kicked. But Western Kentucky, lay it easy. UAB on the road, lay it. Georgia team total over, hit with ease with overtime. Lafayette Bucknell under does not come through, but oh well. Furman on the road covered. Good win for Furman. And then Troy absolutely dominated Southern Miss. That was one of my favorite plays of the day. FIU got it done on the road for me as well. Marshall at home loses outright, doesn't lay the 8.5. Georgia Tech, bad bet. Canisius, bad bet. Some bad teams bet on the money line there on my behalf. Richmond, like I said, got it done. Iowa covered. Chattanooga covered. So, yeah, kind of a win one, lose one day, sitting at 17-16 with two games left. So, the worst I could lose is 5 units, or the best I could do is go up almost a little bit above 5 units, 6.6 units. So fire day though, Trevor. I mean, there's some good games overall. A lot of classic college basketball spots of going up and down very quickly.
Yeah, there were some high scoring games, and then you got games like this TCU BYU. It's 68 points in the first half. Just crazy. Vanderbilt drops the game to Texas after Texas goes on the road to beat Bama, come back home and beat Vandy. So Texas may be making a little bit of a turn here with positive momentum, but still, I still think Vanderbilt's really, really good. Just couldn't hit anything tonight. One of those nights, but yeah, some good games, some ass kickings. The South Dakota State doesn't get home. Congratulations, everybody, with North Dakota State. The entire world was on it. And the books should keep handing out free money.
Thank you.
With all these popular plays. So nice hit for them. But overall the game was all right. It was like a double-digit lead the whole time, so it never really.
Oh, they were kind of rolling a little bit, weren't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, I mean, overall, pretty good games to say the least. Throughout through and through. Solid overs. Hopefully you took the Stanford, North Carolina over. I know Elliott did. The over was 141.5. It closed at like 145.5. And by the second half, it was up to 170 or like 168.5. I was like, let's fucking go. So, and then Denver team total over hit with these. So was feeling good with my overs, but yeah, I mean, definitely some spots where I just like struggled. I mean, Butler first half money line was never in it. Indiana State team total under was never in it. Georgia Tech was never in it. So definitely could do some better bets than that. But outside of that, still wasn't a horrible day. And like I said, only losing a half unit or winning almost 0.7 units. Whatever, we'll take it. Long season. We've been winning more than we've been losing, and that's what it takes in college basketball. It's a long game.
That it is. Sometimes feels too long, but you know what? We'll be missing it in April.
Who's on your hat, by the way? Let's talk about that real quick. What's up?
I don't know. This is just probably another Instagram hat. I think it's a lemon.
What college basketball team is representing Trevor's hat in the chat, by the way?
Oh, the lemon represents my gambling season for college basketball. It's definitely a big old fucking lemon. Actually, well, it was a lemon for 2 weeks. Now I'm paying the price. So we'll get out of it. Hopefully, as long as I finish even this year, I'll be fucking happy. But
I don't mean to be a douchebag, but my lemon would be smiling a little bit for sure this season. But a long season, Trevor. I know that February and March is going to be absolutely fruitful for you, and the end of this month will be fruitful for you as well. I know you too well. When you turn it on, this is what the time you turn it on. If I had to pick a college team that's representing your hat right now, yellow, green, yellow, blue, we could say maybe.
William and Mary.
The lemons, William and Mary,
Green and yellow, I
the
don't know.
tribe. I mean, yeah, I could see that for sure. Like a little uh, a little like, uh, I don't know why I'm blanking. A little like turquoise kind of interesting little thing. Maybe like Cal or Georgia Tech or something too, a little bit. Maybe.
Georgia Tech for sure. Georgia Tech, I'm done getting cute with these weird lines they lay. They're just fucking horrible. Holy shit. Blown out from the jump in that game.
It's total AI for sure. This is a golf course in Indiana. This is Rock Hollow Golf Club. If you've never played golf here, it's only like $55 to play, which is tough to find. And it's a beauty. One of the best publics in Indiana. If you're in the Midwest, come play Rock Hollow Golf Club. But the lemon, I don't know. Life gives you lemons, Trevor. I mean, I think we got some lemons for this slate coming up as well. You know, it's a Thursday slate. There ain't no room for P5 on a Thursday, right? All mid-major
Not a
Thursday.
whole lot. No, I don't think any, to be honest.
There's not one tomorrow. It is all mid-major Thursdays. If it's on TV, they're showcasing. It ain't going to be on the spotlight channels for sure. But CBS Sports Network's going to be rocking. ESPNU is going to be rocking. It is a mid-major festival, and I love Thursdays. I mean, after last week, I was losing early Monday through Wednesday, and then I ended up winning Thursday through Sunday. So this is what I need to turn around. Not a terrible, a good day today, a good day yesterday, a losing day Monday. But I think mid majors are fun. I think that's where we get kind of some of the best prices we can sneak in on as well, just because it isn't the P5. Everyone's kind of betting on it, very public, versus the mid majors where we can kind of like sneak in on. And let's talk about the line before we get into it and get into the slate real quickly. I mean, the fact of the matter is the line movement today on some of these games was crazy. It was insane.
FIU went up 3 points.
I mean, FIU, High Point, even on the stream last night. I mean, I was calling you out like, no, this is not right. It was right. The line movement was insane. They ended up closing at like half favorite, and then and there's another game, Boston University moved.
Dude! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Did you see how they? Oh, dude! They stormed back and took a 3-point lead, and then a fucking 3-point heave bank in from fucking Lehigh. You shitting me? We stole that one, and then we just lost it again.
Unbelievable. Shout out Reed Baby 23, winning day every day off this pod past week. Let's fucking go, man. Reed, keep it up. We bet a lot of games. I bet like 30 a night. I was talking to my friends. They still think it's crazy. But when I'm betting 30 games a night and we win like 2-3 units a day, and there's almost 180 days of betting, you do the math. Pretty easy stuff there. I mean, obviously some losers on the way, but for the most part, winning days, it's a long game, like I was saying. Trevor, how about you do us a favor? Shout out our good old partners at Rhythm. It is going to be also, I got the date locked in officially with our CEO. It is going to be Monday, the 26th, with the CEO of Rhythm on our podcast. They're going to give out she's going to give out some winners for the Tuesday slate. She's going to go over the Rhythm story and kind of elaborate on our first episode that we had at the CTO. Now we get the CEO talking to all executives here on the Rhythm play. Trevor, do you mind talking about what Rhythm is real quick? And then I'm going to put my dog up here, and then we're going to get rocking on the slate.
Sounds good. Yeah, Rhythm. Shout out them. Sponsor of the show. Been rocking the Rhythm plays of the day. It's been cooking all season. A little bit of a rough stretch here, but we're still up, 11 games over 500. So it's been absolutely cooking. They're great. They got everything: NFL props, NBA props. They got golf, college basketball, MLB, NBA, NFL, college football. WNBA. For you, some of you degens out there, I like, you like the WNBA. I like the WNBA. It's not a bad product, but they're absolutely great. They're house model cooks. It's absolutely on fire. The models you can make with the factors you want to put in, everything is fantastic. So shout out Rhythm. Appreciate the sponsor. They're doing great stuff. And yeah, can't forget the parlay optimizer. I know people love parlays. Their parlay optimizer is great. It differentiates, win percentage. What's got a 60% estimated win percentage, at least edge to the books. So it really helps you narrow down, some money line plays or anything else that you're really feeling. So they've got everything covered for you. Get over to Rhythm, promo code PFP25. Sign up first month. You'll make your money back, and it will be well worth it. I promise you. I would never lead you astray.
Yeah, no, shout out Rhythm there. And Monday, January 26th, next Monday for Martin Luther King Day, the week after, we will have the Rhythm CEO discussion before we get into the slate. It's going to be a fun one. Speaking of getting into the slate, Trevor, say the famous 2 words.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Oh, there they are. New Mexico State catching 8.5 at Liberty. Over under 141.5 to kickstart the day tomorrow.
Yeah, CBS Sports Network game. As much as I hate New Mexico State on the road, they really haven't shown up on the road at all. They lost Missouri State, FIU, Abilene in their last true road games. Outside of that, they've been at home or on a neutral. But for how bad they played offensively against Middle Tennessee, it kind of likes me back in New Mexico State here. I think that they can get it done against Liberty. I mean, fading Liberty is not normally profitable, especially a Liberty team at home. But this New Mexico State team has not had a chance to get up yet this season on the road. And they've fallen short. Like I said, Abilene, Missouri State, FIU, they're due for a good road spot here. I think they want to get up for this one. I will take New Mexico State plus 8.5, and I will wait to bet this and let this number climb a little bit. Thinking people will bet Liberty at home here, but I think New Mexico State, they do a good job of defense defending the field goal on 3s and 2s. They kind of struggle of fouling a good amount, but Liberty kind of likes to spread the floor, play that motion offense. They don't really get too many fouls. If New Mexico State can kind of hang around, not fouling from beyond the arc, I think they're going to be able to get this done and cover the number and play Liberty somewhat tight. Liberty gets it done. I don't think New Mexico State's live, but I think they do cover this number. I will let this number kind of climb up a little bit before I take it before the end of the show.
Yeah, not betting this game, but I kind of like Liberty at home. New Mexico State's been losing by margin when they've hit the road 0 for 3 on the road this year, and Liberty's been kind of just crushing teams at home here. No look ahead with UTEP. I believe they're staying home too. No, they're coming from a road trip Saturday at Sam Houston, so they're back home. Had a couple days off. I think Liberty kind of gets this done here by double digits, but no bet. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Liberty is due like a dud. So I mean, could that happen tomorrow? Probably. So I'm not betting it, but Liberty for me.
All right, so we're kind of equal different there, but hopefully maybe we can cover and get New Mexico State a little bit above the number there. UMBC laying 2 against Bryant. Over under is 138.5. This game stinks. I bet Bryant last Thursday. I do remember this bet against UMass Lowell. It was not fun, to say the least. Bryant really struggles at playing just basketball in general. I watched this game pretty heavily. I do this line is actually have UMBC catching points. Bradley is laying 2.5. I think I will bet UMBC plus 2.5. I just think Bradley is pretty bad overall. They struggle at getting to the line. They struggle at shooting the 3. They struggle at just kind of scoring points in general. I think UMBC is a little bit better, and UMBC has the advantage of rebounding here. I think they're going to be able to get second chance points. And I know they've won 3 straight. They're 2-0 in American East play. but they're getting lucky with their schedule. They've had Maine, New Hampshire, Bryant. Now they get Binghamton next, NJIT, UMass Lowell. They got a good little healthy January to get rolling here. I think UMBC gets it done on the road against Bryant. I'll take UMBC plus 2.5.
I'll take Bryant. UMBC, I mean, both these last two games were at home. Maine was a 7-point win. New Hampshire was a 1-point win. I mean, they beat the shit out of Coppin on the road, but you come back home, you play two shit balls at home, and you can't win by margin. You're kind of struggling here. Now you're going to hit the road. Bryant's coming off of back-to-back losses and a road loss, heading home. I'll lay it with Bryant. I think the line's telling. I think Bryant gets this done.
All right, battling there in the American East. Oh, trigger happy, both of us. UMass Lowell is laying 7.5 against NJIT. This line is not correct. UMass Lowell is only laying a 1.5 against NJIT. I want to make sure before I say the line's incorrect that it is actually incorrect. But I see UMass Lowell only laying a point against NJIT. I don't think the line moved that much. Well, now I see NJIT plus 4.5. What's going on here? I see multiple different spreads on multiple different books. I don't know what the hell's going on. I see plus 2.5. This line is too sketchy for me to even dive into for the amount of different bets going on. I will take UMass Lowell on the money line at home, but I do think NJIT is a little bit better. No bet for me for UMass Lowell, just for how sketchy the line movement is, and it's not even 1 a.m. yet on the East Coast.
Yeah, I got these lines. Some of these weren't even listed, so I had to go.
No, you're right though, because Lowell was laying 4, and it's been like bouncing around.
They're laying 6.5 offshore still, so but you can get them laying 1.5 at like the Score or DraftKings. So
do we bet that then?
Maybe. I mean, it's just an offshore setting it, and it's clearly the market doesn't agree with them at all that UMass is that bad and NJIT could hang around. I guess it's possible, but UMass Lowell's kind of.
I'll take UMass Lowell. I'll bet it. I'll bet UMass Lowell money line right now. I think it's a misprice. I'll bet it.
Yeah, I mean they've won 3 straight. 4 of their last 6. One of those losses was Iowa.
But that's good.
So
for
I mean,
play. Well,
yeah. So I mean, they're kind of figuring it out. I mean, Ncaa wasn't so nice to him, but back playing in the American East, they're kind of getting it rolling here. So yeah, give me UMass money line. Let's do it.
I'm with you. I'll take UMass Lowell money line. I got 2 American East bets already. I'm waiting for that New Mexico State bet early. Life's good. A lot of bets. Mercer laying 9.5. Over under is 157.5 here. Mercer's just kind of been drilling teams. They drilled Citadel. They drilled Wofford. VMI only put up 48 at Furman on the road. VMI a little tougher at home. As much as I think Mercer is going to beat the shit out of VMI, I already got some gross bets already. Haven't had a no bet yet. I got talked back into UMass Lowell, and I kind of talked myself into it as well. I think Mercer will drill VMI, but VMI is somewhat tougher at home in Cameron Hall. I will lay it with Mercer, but this will be a no bet for me just due to the fact that I think Mercer will win by like 6 or 8 points. They've just been kind of drilling teams the last couple of times. They're kind of due for a regression spot here, in my opinion.
Normally I'd agree, but they're playing VMI on the weekend or on a weekday at home. I mean, VMI hasn't looked good either. I mean, Furman just beat them by 21. East Tennessee State beat them by 14. I know it's at home, but I really think Mercer can get them. I mean, they played Citadel, won by almost 38 points. So similar style school here, and they just played them. I think they're going to be ready and know what's coming for the most part. So I'll lay it with Mercer at VMI tomorrow. James Madison laying 2 at App State tomorrow. Over under 161.5.
Out of here. I know App State kind of sucks, but they had 4 road games. Total. They had 4 road games in a row. They played at Old Dominion and won, lost at Marshall, played a tough game, won at Georgia State in a slugfest, and then they lose at Coastal Carolina. Like, I get it. Like, it's a win one, lose one spot on the road. But now you get App State kind of back at home against the James Madison team here. Get out of here. I think App State definitely covers this game. They like to slow things down. They play one of the slowest paces in the country. I think there's going to be limited possessions, and not like James Madison plays a fast pace as well. And I think App State has the defensive advantage here. Now it's coming back home after 4 straight road games. I will take App State plus 2.5.
Yeah, the line stinks. It's not a 161.5 total, or I'd be slamming the under. 135.5.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know where this 161 came
from. The spread is right, though.
Yeah. App State, 4 straight road games. Now you're heading back home. Your last home game, you lost to Georgia State. James Madison, I don't think is really all that good. They went to Old Dominion, Georgia Southern, lost both of those, and then obviously lost to Arkansas. But beat Arkansas State. App State's offense is horrendous. I'll take James Madison here. It's just, this feels like a Pitt Georgia Tech line from the day. Just App State back home, getting cute, trying to take them, but I just don't think their offense is going to really do anything in here. Maybe the defense holds them in, but at some point, 61% from the line and inability to score is going to catch up to you. So I'll take James Madison laying it here.
All right, we're battling there. Give me Boone over Madison. Robert Morris laying 5 against IU Indy at home in the jungle. Over under is 162.5. 159.5 is what I'm seeing. Still around the 5.5 number. IU Indy very much sucks. They've really fallen off after their hot start to the season. I think Robert Morris is better. They're going to clamp him up defensively. I see -4.5 on BetMGM. I will take the Robert Morris -4.5 against IU Indy in the jungle.
Yeah, lay it. I'm not going to get cute and try to take IU Indy. Where you can kill Robert Morris is at the free throw line. IU Indy just takes jump shots and threes. They don't get to the line. So that's not going to really help their case at all tomorrow. Bob Morris, taller, can rebound too. I think they take away second chance opportunities. I'll lay it with Bob Morris here too.
High Point Winthrop, that is not the game, but Binghamton, Albany certainly well is based on the logos there. I see Albany catching I see Albany catching a point, laying a point places, so it's right around like a pick 'em, to say the least.
Oh, this is another one I got offshore, -6.5 for Winthrop or Albany offshore. So now that these lines are populating now, they make more sense. When they're not populated, there's one book that really has them up early, and I just go with that.
Well, we do have Albany off of a big win. They dominated Bryan at home. I know Albany's defense probably can't replicate that same game twice, but luckily they get Binghamton visiting, who really struggles offensively. I think Albany's better, and now we get Albany catching a point, -118. I will bet that. Give me Albany +1.5. I think that's an absolute misprice to favor Binghamton here. I don't care if Binghamton's laying points. Books think both these teams suck, and they probably do. I think Albany's a little bit better here. So I see Albany still +1.5 on DraftKings. I'm locking it up.
Yeah, I like the under. Albany is just off of an ass kicking. Binghamton can't do shit right. Both play incredibly slow. Both offenses are putrid. I'll take the under 140.5, but noob it.
Let's go Washington. Hang in there, baby. Come on, Cal. Hang in there. If Washington and Cal win, then I'll be up 49 units or a little under 49 units on the year. But if one of them loses, we'll be still at the same amount of units. So come on, need one of them at least, but to break even on the day. But we'll take both of them, of course. I'll take both of them here as well too. Cleveland State catching 3 at home against Green Bay. Green Bay, one of the feistiest, hottest teams in the Horizon League. Our resident Green Bay guy What are you doing on this one? I mean, I have bet on Gottlieb the last 3 games. It's worked out, to say the least. So, do we continue betting on Gottlieb, or because Cleveland State's pretty bad? What do you think, Trevor?
Yeah, this line kind of stinks a little bit, but I mean, if you think about it, if this was at Green Bay, they're theoretically laying what, 8 points? That's a lot of points. Now they're hitting the road after being home 3 games in a row. They have gone on the road to beat Fort Wayne and IU Indy. So I mean, I guess good on them there. And then they took Minnesota to overtime on the road earlier this year. They're playing better. Cleveland State's not looking good. I know 3 straight road games for Cleveland State coming back home. I'll actually take Cleveland State. Green Bay's getting a little bit of press here. They've won 3 straight at home. Cleveland State 3 straight losses on the road. Now they're back home. I'll take Cleveland State in a bounce back and Green Bay to kind of lay an egg tomorrow. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm with you here. I think Cleveland State is the spot for sure. We've seen Green Bay catching points even at home when they've been getting up for these games. And I think you said it best. They're getting a little bit of press. Both teams do a good job of getting to the line here. I'll take Cleveland State plus the points, but this will be a no bet for me.
Same.
Trigger happy on both of us there. Trigger happy again. I got it. Elon, Northeastern here. Elon is laying 2.5. I see now too. Against Northeastern here. Over under is 160.5 here. Man, as much as I think this Northeastern team is a really disciplined team, to say the least. They do a good job of playing tough, stepping in on defense, and now they get an Elon team that plays no defense. I think they kind of struggle against these fast-paced teams. We just saw them give up 87 to Towson, 87 to Wilmington, 97 to Campbell, and now they're welcoming an Elon. Elon already beat them by 12 on the road. I know that they're getting points at home here, but I think this is a tad mispriced. Yeah, Northeastern may be able to bounce back for sure, but I think Elon offensively is just going to be able to outmatch them. I don't think Northeastern can hang with this team for 40 minutes here. The way Elon likes to run up tempo, just don't think Northeastern can match them. I will squeeze the juice out on Elon money line on the road. It worked out tonight on these squeeze the juices kind of plays on the road. Worked out with UAB. I think this is a similar spot here. I'll take Elon on the road against Northeastern.
Is there an Elon team total up?
Yes, sir.
81.5. I will take the over 81.5 for Elon. In this one, they're going to get buckets. They've been scoring points. I mean, they already played Northeastern 103-91 December 29th at home. Now this is the return game.
12, right? Like I said.
Yeah. So Middle Tennessee was up fucking double digits today. They blew it. And their return game against whoever they played, but Northeastern hasn't been good at all this year. Elon has been really good. I mean, they've played a tough schedule. They beat Richmond, and then they went to Virginia Tech and probably should have won the game, but lost in overtime. They're battle tested. Northeastern, not a great team. I think Elon's just going to be too physical and get whatever they want in this one. So I have no problem laying it, but I like the team total a little bit more here for Elon.
UTEP versus Delaware. It is basically deciding between puke and shit. As much as I love UTEP overall, they're one of my favorite college teams just in general. They got a lot of history on them, and they were a fun team last year to bet on. They forced a lot of turnovers, were a really good defensive team. And as much as they are a good defensive team, UD is a bad offensive team. I think this is a spot for Delaware at home here. It's a weird travel spot for UTEP to go all the way out on the East Coast. In this weather, get out of here. UD is going to bounce back, get it done. Give me Delaware at money line at home against UTEP. I think Delaware is just a tad bit better. This UTEP team has really fallen off, and they're in a turnover transition type of year before they get back to prominence. Somewhat prominence.
Yeah, I'll just take Delaware because they're home. Neither of these teams I like. I haven't bet, I don't think, many games involving these two this year, but UTEP's horrible. Delaware, I don't think is that good, but they're home at least. I'll give them the edge. take Delaware money line, but no bet.
And we're a fifth of the way through the games, by the way, Trevor. And I think we started like with we're only at 18 minutes in. So if you do the math, what's 18 times 5? We're rocking. Let's roll. Hofstra versus Stony Brook. That Hofstra logo looks like it should be on a book cover, to say the least. Listen, Hofstra's been drilling teams. I've been locking up Hofstra. I was wrong about them on my CAA college preview. They've really found their gel. Speedy Claxton's got these guys cooking. You can sense there's a lot of camaraderie on this team. And they've been drilling teams. I mean, Towson, they beat by 11 on the road. Drexel, they won on the road. Monmouth only won by 3. But Campbell, they won by a lot. Quinnipiac, they won by a lot. Hofstra can't keep doing this as much on the road. I think they kind of play slow games. There's going to be limited amount of possessions. I will bet Stony Brook plus the points, but I will wait to bet this as I see people already betting Harvard or Hofstra, excuse me. I think that we can get Stony Brook up to like 8.5. So I will take Stony Brook plus the points, but wait to bet this. And Baller 123 cash in. What up, Pump Fakers? Let's freaking go. What up? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, I like Hofstra, but I mean, Stony Brook's been a little bit better, but I mean, they've been losing games, like lost by 4. They lost to Drexel, scored 37 points. Lost to William and Mary, scored 57. Lost to Hampton, scored 59. Lost to Marist, scored 51. Lost to Albany, scored 55. They've scored over 55 twice since December 17th. That's basically a month. This offense has got nothing going on. I know it's Hofstra on the road. They've got Elon on deck, but Stony Brook just I don't think is all that. So I'll lay it with Hofstra here.
They're gonna pick it up at home. And Abby Dog, thanks for tuning in. Not a stupid question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Curiosity never killed the cat, in my opinion. Where's the picks page? It is in the description of the video, but if it is in there, it is in the if you go to on X at Pump Fake Pod on Twitter, it is our pinned tweet, and I will drop the link here in the chat as well. We have our picks page posted with all of our picks, our picks history. Yeah, everything's posted there. Monmouth laying 5.5 against Drexel. Over under 129.5. I like Monmouth kind of more as a dog, in my opinion. Drexel limits possessions. As much as I think Drexel's offense could definitely falter out against Monmouth, especially with Monmouth off of a loss. It's just too many points against a Drexel team that's going to minimize possessions. I will lay it with Monmouth. No bet for me, though.
I'm laying 5.5 with Monmouth. I'm not a gigantic fan of that. Drexel, they've looked good at home. I mean, held William and Mary to 58 points, for Christ's sake. Now you're going to go play Monmouth. They did just lose to Hofstra on the road, so, I think it's kind of a max effort game. Now they're going to come back home. Play Drexel here. I think Drexel is going to kind of clamp them. I mean, on the road, I mean, they went to Wilmington, 65-53 loss. So, I mean, they held them under 70 points. They lost to Charleston by 9, gave up 72. So, I mean, it's not like they're getting gouged or anything. 129 is an incredibly low total, though. I'll still take the under. I think this game is played in the 60s at best. I wouldn't be surprised if someone finishes with 50 either, so 50-something. So I'll take the under 129 in this one.
Yeah, no shit. Shout out our guy Crutch. He's been listening to our channel for quite some time. Appreciate your support. Albany has gone from -9.5 to +1.5, just as an FYI. What the fuck? Lowell down to -1 from -7.5. FGCU -3.5 to +4.5. What the hell? What syndicate is going? Please don't kill me for asking. Oakland versus Milwaukee. Oakland is laying 2.5. I see 3.5 on FanDuel from Oakland. Get out of here. I think Milwaukee at home is going to be a little bit dangerous. We've seen Milwaukee slump already. They lost 4 in a row. before getting one against IUPUI, IU Indy. Milwaukee, they really struggled defensively. I think the over is certainly a play. You can always bet on an over with Oakland and certainly Milwaukee. But I don't know, man. I think Milwaukee steps it up on defense at home a tad bit against I think where their advantage is against Oakland is they don't turn the ball over, and Oakland doesn't really force turnovers. Tons of LA Fitness ball. I think both teams are kind of going to be able to extend possessions for the most part. Milwaukee needs to do a good job of not fouling, but I think they're going to get that home whistle. We haven't seen Oakland really drop 2 in a row since Michigan State and Wright State. Then UCF Eastern Michigan. That was early in the season, so you can't really take too much account into that. They started off 5-1 in Horizon play, lost to Wright State at home. Now they're going back on the road. I think this is a tough spot for them. I'll lock up Milwaukee plus 3.5 on FanDuel.
Yeah, I wanted to lay with Oakland, but this number's just getting too big. I just don't think Milwaukee's that good. You beat IU Indy. Congrats. Oakland has really got it going. They lost to Wright State. It was at home. They were down, 20 something, climbed it back to within like single digits, but didn't have enough time, didn't have enough juice left. And now you're going to head the road to Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee's getting a little bit of love just given their name. And they've been really good in the Horizon, but it's just not their year. I'll lay it with Oakland here in this one. I think they're battle tested. They're the more prepared team in this one and coming off of a loss.
All right, we're battling there. It looks like, I think Milwaukee's name brand a little shining maybe, but get out of here. Northern Kentucky is laying 10.5 against Detroit here. Over under is 158.5. Northern Kentucky, I mean, to be honest, they should beat the hell out of Detroit, but they really, they're much better at home than they are on the road. So I like them. I like them at home for sure. But I'm going to rock with the Horizon over play here. I think we see a step up in pace. I think Northern Kentucky steps it up for sure. Even with how Northern Kentucky's kind of defense is, they like to clamp you. They're going to get a lot of turnovers. I think they can get this done. So I do like the over here, but I am going to rock with Northern Kentucky team total 84. We've seen Detroit give up a ton of points. They just gave up 84 against Cleveland State at home on their win. Even Wright State was only 82 in their loss. They gave up 85 to Robert Morris. I think we see a step up here for Northern Kentucky at home. They're going to get tons of possessions on these turnovers. So give me Northern Kentucky team total over 84.5. They're going to be able to get this done against a bad Detroit defense here.
Sorry, last possession of this Washington game.
I know, I need it. Stop. I have 13.5. I have
extra board. That's going to cost them. Yep. Fuck.
I have 13. I have 13.
God damn it, man.
Let's go.
I can't fucking win.
Let's go.
Cannot fucking win. Jesus Christ.
Washington, cash it. I have a winning, profitable night. Sorry. Not sorry. Let's fucking go. Michigan, classic. Just let's start going through the motion spot. We lost in January, kind of movement. I think it's good on Michigan to say the least. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I'll take Detroit. Too many points, but not betting this game. They just came off a win.
I need now that I'm sitting at 18 and 16. I need Cal to cover the 12. I don't think that they will, so whatever. But North Alabama's laying 9.5 against North Florida. Over under is 158.5 here. North Florida is one of the worst teams in college basketball, but laying points with North Alabama is a little bit sketchy in my opinion, just for how bad that they've been. They're pretty young. But they're kind of due for a drilling. I know that they just won 9 against Bellarmine here, but they're kind of they're due for a spot at home. They last home D1 win was on November 11th, and it was an overtime game. I think this is against a North Florida team that is one of the worst teams defensively. North Alabama is going to be able to get this done. I will lay it with UNA here.
Yeah, I'll lay it. North Florida is just fucking horrible. I mean, West Georgia beat you by 12 at your own at the crib. So hitting the road, I think North Alabama fucks them up. I'll lay it.
At the crib, I love it. Yeah, 9.5. I'll lay it. Old Dominion, Georgia Southern here. Over under is 162.5, and I will lay it with Georgia Southern here. Georgia Southern been my darlings this season. Got a few darlings. Them, Valparaiso, to say that. I mean, off the top of my mind right now, them and Valparaiso have been very special. And I'm going to continue riding Georgia Southern here. I think Old Dominion's a bad team. I expect Old Dominion to have one type of get-up game here, but they're now catching Georgia Southern off of a loss where they only scored 71 when they average almost 90 points a game. They're going to step it up on offense here, especially with that over-under, and they're going to drill Old Dominion. Give me Georgia Southern, lay it. I like the over too, but I'm going to take the spread here with Georgia Southern.
Yeah, I'll take it with Georgia Southern off of a loss, coming back home, 3 straight road games prior. Now you got your homestand. I think they come out and put it on them, not to mention ODU, 3rd straight road game. So I'll lay it with Georgia Southern here as well.
Let's go. Oh, baby. FGCU laying 3.5 against Queens. Over-unders 168.5. We saw FGCU laying 3.5. Is this down to 4.5 already? From whatever Crutch's matches was? Yes, it is plus 4.5 FGCU. What I'm seeing is what FGCU is getting bet here. Too much line movement for me. Queens have been dominating. This is Queens' year, to say the least. I will lay it with Queens. No bet for me. Too much weird line mob Pablo Escobar movement for me. But I think Queens, no matter if they're on the road or at home, have been stepping up, getting out on a run and dominating and kind of covering these spreads. So as much as I want to lay it with Queens here, it's just some weird line movement for me to bet this one. So no bet for me, but lay it.
Yeah, Queens winners of 4 straight, coming into Florida Gulf Coast off two losses here. At home, I think they get right versus Queens. Laying points for a reason. I think they get them. Yeah, it's about. I mean, that's really it. I mean, Queens is coming in hot, and they're catching points to Florida Gulf Coast, who's been not looking great. I mean, they've won 2 games since November 26th. One of those is a D2 school. So I feel like this is something like that North Alabama game, 72-55, something like that. Queens just can't hit anything, and Florida Gulf Coast cruises to a cover here by 7 or 8 points. So yeah, Gulf Coast, no bet.
Wright State is laying 6.5 against Youngstown State. Wright State's really stepped it up at home, even on the road as well too. Youngstown State just hasn't been able to find it under Ethan Faulkner. I will lay it with Wright State at home here. I do think it's a tad bit mispriced just for how bad Youngstown State's been playing, but it's mispriced for a reason. They've been really struggling. They struggle to score the ball here. They just scored up 99 against Bryant and Stratton, some D3 team. They're going to struggle offensively, especially on the road in the Nutter Center. Give me Wright State, lay it.
Yeah, Wright State coming in hot. Won their 3 road games, coming back home here. Youngstown, not a great team. This is just not their year. At home, they're losing games. They're hitting the road. They're losing games. They just haven't been pretty. I'll lay it with Wright State. Citadel's catching 9.5 at Greensboro, over under 148.5. Lay it. Citadel's awful, especially on the road. Greensboro off back-to-back road losses, coming home to get the Citadel. I think it's a great spot. Not to mention Citadel off of the Western Carolina overtime win Saturday, and then they're going to hit the road, and they have VMI on Saturday also. So a little sandwich spot here. I think Greensboro just runs through them.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you here. I think Greensboro especially steps it up here at home here, and then how bad Citadel is. I will take the team total under Citadel 69.5. I think that's a absolute misprice. I think UNC Greensboro is going to try to slow it down, and they're going to step it up defensively at home. Citadel just scored 77 against Western Carolina. They're going to have some regression on offense. Give me the team total under 69.5. And Jeff Sharp, just so you know, I did this for you last night. By the way, I don't know if you caught the games at all, but yes. Let's see here. Let me pull this up for you, Jeff Sharp. If you caught our show last night, we're sitting here at 18-16 on the day. There you go. This is for you, Huff. 114, 18-16 on the day. We got one game remaining. Let's get that cover off and get it done. But yeah, we did the banners last night for you at your request. Shout out, Jeff. Missed you in the chat last night. A&T is laying. Whoa, I think William and Mary would be laying this number, right? I'd assume against A&T, right?
Yeah, this was another offshore. Yeah, the William and Mary's laying 12.5. That's right. I didn't move it over. That's why.
Yeah, William and Mary's laying that many points here. It's for a reason. They're going to be able to score a ton of points. We've seen William and Mary's offense really take a step back over the last 3 games. They kind of exposed teams like A&T on defense, in my opinion. And the way William and Mary's offense is running, one of the fastest teams in the country. They've only put up 79, 70, and 58. They're due to step it up on offense. I'll take the William and Mary team total over 86.5. They're going to drill at Ncaa A&T, but I think A&T can kind of hang around with how that over is priced. So that's why I'm going to take the team total over with William and Mary.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, they lost 3 straight road games. Now they're back home. A&T giving up 87 to Wilmington, 85 to Northeastern, 81 to Stony Brook. I don't think a pissed off William and Mary team coming home off of 3 straight losses is going to have an issue scoring and on this Ncaa A&T team whatsoever. So I will gladly take the team total over. They're gonna have a ton of open shots tomorrow. There's gonna be a shitload of them.
Good morning, Jeff. Yeah, I did pick Iowa right. They played tough. IU is gonna get them Saturday. Let's go. Vermont's laying 14 against Maine. Over under is 129.5. Maine is so freaking bad. And I mean, Vermont is due for kind of a get right spot, right? Maine off of a win. Vermont only won by 1 against Binghamton. They've had a good amount of time to speak about it. I will lay it with Vermont minus 14, but if this doesn't go through, I'm going to stay off of Vermont for quite some time.
Yeah, no, I've been off the Vermont train. I'll take Maine with the 14. It's a 130 total. We're going to catch the 14. Vermont just hasn't been good. Becker, not his year. This team is not that great. You beat New Hampshire by 19, and then Binghamton you beat by 1. Now you got Maine. No look ahead here, but they're just not killing teams. By a heavy margin like they used to. 14 just feels a bit high. I'll take Maine here with the 14, but no bet.
Central Arkansas is laying 9 against Jacksonville here. Over under is 136.5. Jacksonville's pretty bad offensively. They struggle. We've seen them get right. I mean, I got them right. Betting Queens on the road against Jacksonville, and then Jacksonville steps it back up and gets West Georgia at home here. We get Central Arkansas off of a good amount of losses. Man, it's a lot of points to lay with the Central Arkansas team, but I think that is maybe the right play because of the way Jacksonville's been playing here and stepped it up the last game. I see 8.5 available. I will lay it with Central Arkansas. No. I'm taking Central Arkansas team total over 71.5. They're one of the most firepower offenses, and I know that they're getting a Jacksonville team that has a lower tempo, but defensively they're massive problems. They allow a ton of points here. I think we're getting a little mispriced with the tempo and pace here, so I'm gonna take the UCA team total over 71.5.
Yeah, I'll take Central Arkansas first half. Lost back-to-back overtime games on the road. Back home now, you get Jacksonville off and finally winning a game. I think they come out and just kind of crush them. Back-to-back overtime, maybe the legs kick factor in a bit in the second half, but first half, I think it's going to be all Central Arkansas here.
South Dakota is laying 7.5 against UMKC. That is a different South Dakota logo because that's blue and yellow versus the red and white for the Coyotes.
But, oh shit! I grabbed South Dakota State.
It's close enough. SD works. South Dakota at home is dangerous. They won against Denver against 10. As much as I worry about how South Dakota's defense is and their LA Fitness ball, they've been able to step it up in conference, especially at home. And now you get one of the worst teams not only in the conference but in the country. And UMKC has been able to score at home versus the way they've been able to score on the road. This is going to be a tough spot for them. I'll take South Dakota minus 7.5.
Yeah, South Dakota, I'll lay it, but no bet. I don't think they're incredibly good, but it is Kansas City at the end of the day. They're arguably one of the worst teams in the country. So I'll lay the 7.5, but no bet.
Little Rock laying 6.5, 5.5, 6.5. Over unders 134.5. EIU has stepped it up. That Trojan totally looks like a Trojan condom package. I like Darrell Walker, but not enough to bet on him. I will lay it with Little Rock at home. No bets.
Yeah, I'll lay it too. Eastern Illinois, they only show up at home. Haven't won a road game this year, and they've lost 2 home games. Lindenwood, Eastern Kentucky, that was it. Otherwise, they're sitting here 7-2 at home this year, and then 0-8 on the road. And they're not extremely competitive in those games. So I'll lay it with Little Rock here.
Let's get a backdoor Cal somehow. St. Thomas is laying 9.5 against North Dakota. Over under is 153.5. Man, St. Thomas has been kind of drilling teams. They got South Dakota by 13, Oral Roberts by 11. North Dakota has been kind of feisty, and I think they're one of the well-disciplined teams, especially at home under Paul Sather. I will lock North Dakota up plus 9.5. I think it's just a little bit too many points. I think St. Thomas is getting obviously respected with the way that they've been playing, but North Dakota's defense, not something to play around with. They can force turnovers, maybe potentially disrupt a St. Thomas team. And St. Thomas's defense can be problematic for sure. I think North Dakota steps it up on offense more at home than they are on the road. And they've won 4 of their last 5. Now they're getting 9.5. Too many points. I will take North Dakota at home plus the points.
Yeah, I'll take North Dakota. I mean, St. Thomas has been living at home basically the last month and a half. 3 road games since November 23rd. Or sorry, 4 since November 23rd. And they've played 6 of the last 8 have been at home. Just beat Oral Roberts on the road. But go to North Dakota. Kind of a weird spot. I'll take North Dakota. No bet, though.
Abilene Christian is laying 2 against Cal Baptist. The over-under is 136.5. I mean, in my opinion, Cal Baptist is better. Cal Baptist on defense is a major issue. They defend the 3 really well. They defend the inside, and that's where Abilene likes to go on offense. One of the better teams in the interior is Cal Baptist, especially in conference play. I think that can disrupt them and Abilene on the road. I think they're better. I will take Cal Baptist plus 2.5, but no bet for me on this one.
Yeah, I'll take Abilene Christian at home off of a loss on the road. Cal Baptist, yeah, they've the good story to begin the year, but I mean, once they've hit conference play, it hasn't been incredible for them. Now you're going to hit the road to Abilene Christian. I just think Abilene Christian just finds a way to get this done. I mean, they can shoot free throws all right. Their defense isn't amazing, but they force turnovers. And that's somewhere you can take advantage of Cal Baptist. So maybe some empty possessions, some quick runouts off of steals and whatnot. But I think Abilene Christian finds a way to get this done.
Lipscomb, Bellarmine here. The Lipscomb is laying 8.5 against Bellarmine. Lipscomb, man, they talk about LA Fitness ball. They like to run and gun. They live and die by the 3. That's where I think Bellarmine really struggles on defense. I don't know if they'll be able to keep up with kind of Lipscomb's tempo that they like to get out and transition and run and gun. I will lock up the Lipscomb team total over 82.5. We get Lipscomb coming back home off of a 2-game road stretch. They've been able to score even off of a loss, hit their team total over. They're normally hitting this no problem. 82.5 is a little too low for me against a Bellarmine defense that is very problematic. Let me get Lipscomb team total over 82.5.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Lipscomb over. I mean, Bellarmine, 4th most points given up from 3 in the country, 9th most points scored for Lipscomb here. I mean, they're allowing teams to shoot 38% from deep, 60% inside the arc. I just don't see Bellarmine having a lot of success. I'd lay it, but I like that team total over more with you. Lipscomb should be able to get this done. I mean, Bellarmine's been giving up points. Gave up 82, gave up 78. That was overtime, but 98, 87, 99. They've been giving up some points lately, so especially on the road. So I will take Lipscomb team total over.
I believe we're missing a slide here, but South Alabama is catching 3.5 against Arkansas State here. I love the South Alabama spot. I know Arkansas State, they won 4 out of their last 5. They've had 4 straight home games. Now they're going on the road against South Alabama. I know USA just scored 87 against Georgia Southern and got their road win. But I will take USA plus the points, plus 3.5 here. I'll let this number continue to climb, but probably bet that 3.5. I think South Alabama can get it done at home outright.
Yeah, I'm with you. Arkansas State also hasn't been on the road since December 20th. Been sitting at home this entire time. So hitting the road again after almost a month, I think they're going to be in for some trouble. So, yeah, it can be South Alabama.
All right, back to the slides here. Towson laying that number again, laying 2-3 points here. 2.5 I see now. Over under sitting at 141.5. Oh God. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing it again. But it was right. I finally got it right with Towson. A broken clock's right twice a day, and they haven't been able to been right twice. And now we get Towson at home and CBS Sports Network against a Charleston team that has won 7 straight games, 4-0 in conference play, going on the road catching points here. I think Towson, they had a little spot that's tough for them, but hey, if there's any time to lose in conference play, it is January, and then it's better to step it up later in the season, especially for some of these mid majors that only play up until the first week of March at most. I think Towson might step it on, double it up here. I will double a 11 here in blackjack and take Towson at home on the money line.
No, Towson's fucking horrible. Give me Charleston catching points. There's no such thing as a Towson spot this year. Team is fucking awful. Scary's got some work to do on this roster in the offseason. But yeah, give me Charleston plus the 2.5. Towson's fucking terrible.
Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Towson does suck. Tennessee Tech is laying 5.5 against Southern Indiana. This game fucking is terrible. What a horrible game. Yeah, 5.5, 6.5. How many times is Southern Indiana catching this exact number? I'll take Southern Indiana plus 6.5. No bet. They suck defensively. They're so bad. Not betting on them.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee Tech is any good either. But coming off of 3 straight road games, now you're back home. Southern Indiana been sitting at home, for a good week or so. I think the travel is going to be tough. I think Tennessee Tech laying this many points is telling. I will lay it with Tennessee Tech.
Tennessee Tech's kind of a fun team though. I enjoy watching them. Southern Indiana is horrible. Speaking of horrible, Southern Utah, Tarleton State, though, this line is down to 5.5, 6.5 against a bad Southern Utah team. Now we're getting a Tarleton State going on the road, laying a semi-big number. If this line kind of opened up at 5.5, I'm kind of tempted to fade the big motion, but the line is kind of weird in my opinion. This over-under is wrong as well, too. It is sitting at 150.5. I'll lock up that over. I think that this number goes through. We see a lack of defense from both of these teams. And I think that over is just a little bit mispriced here. Tarleton laid an egg offensively last game against Abilene. And we've seen them put up 80 a good amount of times, especially in conference play. Now they get a Southern Utah defense that really struggles. Tarleton likes to shoot the 3. That could really expose Southern Utah. So I'll lock up the over here. I think if Southern Utah can hang around, this over 150.5 gets by.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming off of a 2-game road stretch. I mean, they lost to Utah Valley and then Cal Baptist. They gave a game by 3. But Tarleton coming off of 2 of the 3 home losses. Now you're going to hit the road against the Southern Utah team. I mean, this is the kind of team they've absolutely drilled. Like a Merrimack was a 14-point win. Rice was a 16-point win. Valley State was a 22-point win, and A&M, Florida A&M, was a 24-point win. They kind of run these teams out the gym. I get it's on the road. Maybe the elevation factors in a little bit, but a lot of these guys travel anyway. And for like not conference tournaments, like feast week type of shit. So I don't think the travel and elevation is going to really kill them. I'll take the better team here, laying the points on the road off a loss.
Martin laying 8.5 against SIU Edwardsville. I'm glad Edwardsville's not laying 5.5 again because that's been rough. And random at times, but for sure. I will lay it with Martin here. I think that their offense, they like to kind of run and gun. They can kind of spread the floor, really expose SIU Edwardsville, who likes to kind of keep it inside, really slow you down. I think the way Martin's tempo is going to destroy Edwardsville. I will lay it with Martin at home. 8.5.
Yeah, I'll lay it. I mean, you got SIU hasn't hit the road since December 22nd. They've been at home ever since. Now they're going to hit the road again. UT Martin's played pretty damn good. They're coming off of back-to-back road wins, heading back home to play Southern Illinois. I will lay it with the Skyhawks also.
Tennessee State is laying 8.5 against Morehead State. I love this Nolan Smith coach Tennessee State team. They're one of the more fun ones this season, in my opinion, to watch. Now we get a Tennessee State team being able to lay this big number, which is always fun against a Morehead State team that is just very, very bad in my opinion. But that's a lot of points. Don't care how bad Morehead State is. I'll lay it with Tennessee State. No bet. I think Morehead's a little better to get that many points. No bet though.
I'll lay it with Tennessee State. I mean, they've looked all right in conference play. They're coming off a Western Illinois loss, 4 straight road games coming out of break. So first home game for them since December 20th. Back home off of a loss, haven't been home in a month. I'll take Tennessee State. I think they run through them.
UC Davis is laying 4.5 against Fullerton here. Over under is a 168.5. Davis, one of the better teams in the Big West. Fullerton kind of had their Super Bowl already. Some say the Bears have had their Super Bowl already from people. As much as I think Davis's defense is really tough to lay this many points, we get Davis off of a loss. Now they go up against a Fullerton team that is one of the worst teams defensively. They've won 2 straight. I know Fullerton can kind of play tough here, but I'd rather see Fullerton catching like 7.5, 8.5. I think this is a little bit too low, and this is a semi-buy low spot. I think Davis steps it up defensively against a really bad Fullerton team defensively. Give me Davis at home. Lay it.
Yeah, Davis off a loss, and they're at home. Fullerton just coming off of the CSUN win too, maybe a little bit of a letdown hitting the road. I'm with you. I'll take the 4.5 with the Davis, the Aggies as well here. BRB got to take 8 a leak.
FAU is laying 5.5 against Wichita State. Over under is 152.5. Florida Atlantic off of a win at home. They also got a road win against UAB, so 2 straight. Wichita State off of a good win at home. Definitely covered both these teams. Covered in their last games here. This is a fun one, man. I think this is kind of can go either way. I wouldn't be surprised whatever you take. But it's just a little too many points for me. I think this game's going to come down to the wire. As much as Boca Raton is a little fun and a tough place to play, I think Wichita State is an evenly matched roster, goes up against Florida Atlantic well, especially in their kind of guard play there. I think they can really shut down Carlisle and Vanderpool for Florida Atlantic. I know FAU has a size advantage, so can kind of get if you're riding FAU here. But I think Wichita State, better roster, pound for pound. They're going to be able to get it done on the road and cover this number. But, yeah, I do like the under here too as well. I think defense could step it up. All right. Trevor can come back for that one. Weber State's laying 5.5 against Eastern Washington here. Eastern Washington just had a massive win. They've been feisty at times on conference play, but they can't quite play a full 40 minutes. Now we get them off of a good win. They've been struggling. I think they're kind of a little bit fat and happy, although Weaver's been kind of stepping it up here. But I think they're going to rock under this Lillard NIL. I'll take Weber at home, lay it. I think their guard play definitely steps it up. And we get Eastern Washington just a little bit fat and happy. As our guy Warbucks coin. All right, battle of the Idahos. Idaho laying 3.5 against Idaho State here. Vandals versus Bengals. I do think Idaho is better, so I get why they're laying points on the semi-road spot here against Idaho State. But it is apologies. No, I like it even better. Idaho State is the one laying points here. I guess it is because they're at home. I know Idaho State has a really good rebounding team, really good offense. Both teams really struggled defensively. I think Idaho has just a little bit tad better offense. I really worry about Idaho's defense, but they can rebound just as well with Idaho State here. I'll take Idaho plus the points here in a rivalry game, plus 3.5.
Yeah, I will. I will take Idaho State with the points. Two rivalry games. Gladly take the home dog in these spots.
We can skip this one, but we got to get your take on this one. I took Wichita State plus 5.5. What do you got here? I know
Pretty.
FAU is you got a soft spot for FAU.
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
FAU is the reason why we met, basically, both taking Florida Atlantic in March Madness.
yeah, fair point. I hate laying the 5.5 number, but Florida Atlantic's starting to play really good. They lost to Tulane, but they followed up with a road win at UAB, beat Memphis at home. Now they get to stay home at least, play Wichita. Wichita just played North Texas. You know, that's a grinder game. Then you're going to hit the road immediately after. I mean, the last time they hit the road, they lost to Charlotte in double overtime, snuck past UAB and Northern Iowa. They beat them in overtime too. So they play some tough games, some tight games. FAU is starting to play really well. They're starting to get their feet under them. I'll lay it here. I think they get back to back big home wins here, and then once they hit the road at Temple, that's the spot to fade them.
All right. SEMO laying 6.5 against Lindenwood. I know Lindenwood has stepped it up in conference play here. I think they're going to continue doing that. Who is SEMO to lay this many points? I think SEMO is solid, even at home, but defensively really struggles to defend the field goal percentage. I will take Lindenwood plus the points. No bet for me, though.
I'll take SEMO. They're coming in off of a loss here on the road. Lindenwood. They've won 2 of their last 5. That was Moorhead and Southern Indiana. They lost to Missouri State, SIUE, and Little Rock, and 2 of those on the road. I'll just take SEMO. I think they're the better team. Lindenwood, had a little stretch there, but I think they're falling back to earth here. I will take SEMO here.
Utah Tech is laying a 1.5 against Arlington. Over under is 139.5. I mean, Arlington a little better here, in my opinion. I think the spot is kind of telling you that Utah Tech's going to get it done. We've seen Utah Tech step it up a little bit against some of these top teams in their conference. I'll take Utah Tech money line at home here. I think the line's a little bit telling.
Yeah, same here. Utah Tech up in elevation. It's a long travel spot for Arlington. Here, Tech coming in off of 2 of their 3 road games or losses. They just played Cal Baptist and Utah Valley, so some tough spots. And then you got Arlington. Haven't really been impressive. Anytime they've really stepped up, they struggled. They beat Cal Baptist, but whenever they've kind of just gone on the road and played teams, it's not an impressive victory. So I'll take Utah Tech laying it, but no bet for me in this one. Santa Barbara Gauchos laying 5.5 at the Roadrunners, over under 148.5.
This line is a little stinky in my opinion, and we get Bakersfield now at home. And my dog just came down and was barking here. God, he takes the worst teams possible on these little bark plays that I got to take. But this line's already jumped up. I see Bakersfield already at 6.5. I will wait to bet this, let this number climb. I think this home gym's going to be able to get it done, and Santa Barbara has been able to kind of be happy, be a solid team, and then they also come out and struggle. I think they're going to be able to struggle against the Roadrunners at home. So give me Cal State Bakersfield. I'll wait to bet this and let this number climb, but I already like the 6.5 number, to say the least.
Yeah, I'll take the 6.5 with Bakersfield too. They already played. Barbara beat them at the Thunderdome 109-84, December 6th. Now they're going to hit the road and lay 3 possessions. I don't know. Those blue cord fucks with teams, and they absolutely demolished Bakersfield. I will play the Roadrunners here at home on the Smurf court.
Oh God, Sacramento State's laying 3.5 against NAU. Over unders 152.5. Holy shit, this line stinks. I'll take Sacramento State. I think that they're just this line's a little bit telling. No bet for me though. I don't got anything else. Give me Mike Bibby. He's freaking jacked. No bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Northern Arizona with the points. I think we're getting a bit of a discount. They've lost four straight, basically in nine of their last 11, nine of their last 10 versus Power Five, four conferences. Sacramento State hasn't been good either. Their 1D1 win is Presbyterian. Um, I think it's a little bit of a though, man. 1D1 win and you're laying 3.5 at home. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not getting cute. These spots have not shown up this year. I'll take the better team in Northern Arizona here catching points at Sac State.
And we missed 2 games. One of them is Stetson versus West Georgia. I don't even care what the fucking line is, in my opinion, on that game. No bet for me. I'll take Stetson at home. No bet on that. Anything for Stetson, West Georgia?
Yeah, I'll take Stetson. Third straight home game, third straight road game for West Georgia here. So I think West Georgia just falls flat. It doesn't show up tomorrow.
Austin Pay is laying 7.5 against a Eastern Kentucky team. I'll lay it. No bet for me though.
You say Eastern Kentucky?
Austin Pay's laying 7.5. They've been kind of drilling teams. I'll lay it. No bet for me though.
Yeah, they've been a nice surprise team. I'll lay it, but I'm not betting that game.
All right, back to the slides we go. Almost done. Look at this. This is going to be an under 2-hour episode with a 49-game slate. Bang, 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 getting in and out. Gonzaga laying 17.5 against Washington State. Over under is 156.5. I know Gonzaga likes to kind of get up and drill these teams for the most part. I think they're one of the most experienced. They're definitely one of the most experienced teams here, and now they're getting Washington State, who played St. Mary's very tough on the road. I think they come back strong and play a tough home. I mean, they had no look ahead spot against St. Mary's, played them tough and covered. Now they have Gonzaga, who I'm sure they've been circling. You know, I am worried about how Washington State's defense can cover this Gonzaga team. But all they have to do is lose by 17 points at home. Get out of here. Washington State steps it up here, gets it done against Gonzaga, and covers the big number at home.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll take Washington State with the points, but I'm not going to bet this because Gonzaga is the kind of team that can absolutely just show up and fuck you up. So I'll take Washington State, but no bet.
Oh my God, UC San Diego is laying 8.5 against CSUN. San Diego's kind of been struggling offensively, is what they started off at the first part of this. But we've seen CSUN's pace, we've seen UC San Diego's pace. CSUN, one of the fastest teams in the country. They really struggle defensively, especially to defend the three. That's where UC San Diego likes to thrive. We haven't seen them be as prevalent in the last couple of games. I think they pick it back up from three for sure. I will take the over 160.5 in this UC San Diego CSUN game. I think it flies over.
Yeah, I'll lay it with San Diego. At home, they can take advantage of CSUN's defense here. The last time they were home, they lost to Fullerton. I think they come back and they remember that. CSUN just lost to Fullerton on the road. Now they're going to go to UC San Diego. I think they fuck them up.
Let's go. Seattle laying 9.5 against San Diego and Steve Lavin. Seattle off of a 3 losing stretch in a row, but they were all road games. 2 of those being Gonzaga and St. Mary's. I think Seattle's defense steps it up. I will lay it with Seattle, especially at home. Now they get a San Diego team who is a little inferior. I think Seattle steps it up, pissed off their 3 losses. They beat the shit out of the San Diego team.
Yeah, I think San Diego wins this. I don't think they cover. I mean, they're coming off Gonzaga, St. Mary's, Oregon State, all on the road, back home to play San Diego, who San Diego has popped up and kind of surprised some teams. I mean, played San Fran to 10, Gonzaga to a 6 point game. I mean, they've kind of showed up in some spots here, and now Seattle's got Gonzaga on at home on deck. I think this is a look at. I think they win. I don't think this is a max effort game from them. I think they're saving it for Gonzaga. So I'll take the points with San Diego here.
Long Beach State laying 5.5 against Riverside. Over under is 146.5 here. Riverside, man, we were right. We were right about them. Trevor, especially early in the season. I know he was down on Riverside with all the scandals going on here. But Long Beach State laying this many points, very tough for me. I will lay it due to the principle that UC Riverside sucks, but no bet for me.
Yeah, no bet, but it'll be Riverside for me. I mean, they've started playing a little bit feistier. St. Thomas was a 14-point loss. UCLA Hawaii blew them out, but Bakersfield 1 point road loss. UC San Diego 3 point home loss. I think they're kind of starting to figure things out. I'll take Riverside with the 5.5. I think they win this outright. I think they finally get one.
Portland State laying 3.5 against Northern Colorado. The over under is 153.5 here. I love this Portland State team. I think they dominate the interior. They rebound really well, get a lot of opportunities to score here. I know Norco, kind of a different kind of style of clashing of play here, but Portland at home, I think can step it up against Norco's kind of porous defense. And I know Norco's off of a loss, but they're capable of losing 2 in a row, even if Portland State's won 3 in a row. Portland State can score a good amount. Now they get Norco, who really struggles defensively at times to stop teams, but they're a very good team, especially offensively. I'll lay it with Portland State at home, though. I think they get this one done.
Yeah, I don't mind Portland State when they're catching points. Now you're laying points. I'll take Northern Colorado with the 3.5. I think they hang around. They just played Weber State, Montana State, beat Colorado, Texas Tech. I mean, they've in the last was it 7 games they've had. You could argue, two cupcakes or a cupcake, Denver, maybe Idaho State, but they've played some fairly good teams here. I think this is just an overreaction to their losing stretch here, and Portland State winning a few games. I'll take Northern Colorado with the points.
Final
Oh,
game of the night. Not quite the
exchange
logos,
logos.
but it is right though. Hawaii, Cal Poly here to close out the night. Final game here. Hawaii off of the island going into Cal Poly here. It is a 10 o'clock Eastern time game. I think we see a good amount of points. You can always expect it with a Cal Poly team that runs a fast pace, kind of struggles defensively. I'll take Cal Poly plus the 6.5, but I'm not going to bet this. I think Hawaii is just a little bit better, and who knows? Cal Poly could play really well, run up tempo, but then gas out at the end against a physical Hawaii team. So I'll take Cal Poly plus the points. No bet for me on that one.
Yeah, I'll take Hawaii. I know they're coming from the island here, but their losses are UC San Diego, Arizona State, and Oregon. They should have beat Oregon too. Just some good losses to top teams, but on the road, I mean, 1-1 to San Diego, then they beat Riverside by 43, almost doubled them up. This Hawaii team's good. They got shooters, they got guys down low. They play well connected and great basketball. So I'll take it. Cal Poly just a little too frantic and hectic for my liking here. I think this is a spot Hawaii's defense really clamps and gets it done.
All right. Shout out that episode. We just did 49 games in an hour and a half and recap tonight's slate. Talk about bing bop boom 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 bop bam. That is a banger there. Hour and a half episode. Rhythm play of the day has been rocking. We're gonna take the night off for the rhythm play of the day. We will be rocking though. here soon. Get the Parlay Optimizer rocking. We're going to go through the Parlay Optimizer tomorrow for a short slate. I will not be on tomorrow's episode, but Elliot and Trevor will be rocking. And then at 11 Eastern Friday night, 10 Central, mega show, 141 games to go over. I was up big, a good amount last Saturday. Let's keep the ball rolling on that mega show and get it done. So tomorrow night, probably around 10:30 to 11 Eastern start time, and then obviously on Friday night we will do 11 Eastern so we can get done before 4:30 this time, and we will. 141 game slate. We were rocking with pace tonight. We were running a Cornell's pace tonight and a William and Mary pace tonight, Trevor.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah, no
ball at the hoop and push it up.
No me tomorrow, but it's only a 6-game slate I'm missing. I got to start preparing for the Friday mega slate of 141 games. Peace and love, everyone in the chat. Thanks for everyone tuning in. You guys are the realest. We'll see you tomorrow. I will not, but I'll see you guys Friday, and Trevor will see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Peace
Catch you guys later.